The Chief Electoral Officer at the Electoral Commission of Namibia noted that the low voter turnout is unfortunate as the Commission has put out a vigorous voter education campaign, further stressing the importance of regional and local authority elections, noting that once elected, councillors of various constituencies will be left with the responsibility of addressing issues faced by Namibians on a daily basis.
I tell you right now, if you go around, visit the registration venues, you don't see queues, you don't see numbers. And you know what is going to happen? People will start flocking to the registration venues during the last 2 days of the process. It is very, very unfortunate, because I think we do the best we can within available resources to run out an aggressive voter education campaign, just to end up in a situation where people will be waiting for the last minute. Then they will start rushing, and then they will start putting undue pressure on our teams, on our equipment, and all of that. And then you hear people saying that, no, please, let's extend the period. The responsibilities of these councillors, the work or the responsibility of a councillor in a particular constituency or a councillor in a particular local authority, I think it's such that the decisions they make really have an impact on the bread and butter issues that pertains to the livelihoods of residents, people that live in particular local authorities in towns, but also residents living in particular constituencies.
On day 2 of the registrations, Today On One took to various registration points in the capital, where team leaders described the voter turnout as slow, but were optimistic for the coming days. Voters who lined at Havana number 4 say they're eager for the November results and seeing change in their communities.
So since yesterday, it's been very busy. I've been asking my colleagues how they've been doing. For our point, which is Karatura East, we are the most busiest of everyone. We have had like 37 applicants so far. We haven't refused anyone so far. It's been going well so far. For today also, yes, it's very smooth. For today also, we have had about 10 applicants already, which is busy. Yeah. So we are expecting to get a whole lot of more people. We're expecting to have like about 100 people from just this for Karatura East already.
Today's opening, it was actually not bad. The outcome was actually better. We had about a lot of applicants, more than 20 actually, so we were happy with that. Today's a little slow because it's the second day, but usually we think it's during working hours, so maybe might see some of them in the afternoon. Actually, most of us were semi-fixed, so we'll be moving up and down, so we know at least if we don't find some here, we'll find others on the other point. We're actually proud that the way that people actually know that they are registrations now. A little more youth, a little less elderly. So some still have their cards, some have not lost them, and some reside in that constituency still. So yeah, more youth than any other members.
So cancela ta chofata mui ta akuruta azimu hapeta ya monenga akuruta karaki pundiao ya hao teshipandro mana orera
onduti te afune ne shashika penanu vapuka omwalu shona ro shote kuchanu vapo vashenju ukalata nale ukato ve vashenja nale omwalu ulipo ela to varo alela opeke tuli hapa oualo to drukuya tala anu vaningeru ndruko era moshuana weteko shoshuete te hapa opotuka to apalekini metu simbokuyela esta shika cha penyangeno in maisha ikale ya pale kwalela yali natua rande tukakale tune pukoling tali hepeninga mokatike tumoru kalata iromi ni memelipo.
Muyoro also provided clarity with regard to the validity of voter cards, saying that those issued in 2014 for the general registration of voters are still valid and members of the public may use these cards to vote during the upcoming November elections.
I want to state on record, to place it on record categorically, that all Namibians who were issued with voter cards in the year 2014, when we conducted what we call the general voters registration process, should rest assured that their cards are valid and that they can use their voter cards to participate in a polling process on the 25th of November 2020. I want to state here that in terms of the Electoral Act, we are required as the Electoral Commission to conduct a general voters registration process every 10 years. In other words, we also know that I think more than 90% of voters in Namibia, their voters' cards were issued to them in 2014. Now, all the cards that were issued in 2014 are valid for a period of 10 years. In other words, the next general voters registration process will be held in the year 2024.
The regional and local authority elections are slated for November 2020, and eligible Namibians are urged to register themselves to vote before the 15th of September 2020 in their respective constituencies.